Are we actually live? Yeah. Okay. Just got an email from YouTube that there's copyrighted stuff in the stream that I did before. Also, I have captions on, which is kind of weird, as I've not seen that before. It actually works rather well, as far as it can. Okay, it doesn't work at all. Anyway, we are back with Edith Finch. Last time we were actually at a point where her brother, I don't even know who it was anymore, but they basically chopped the head off with the fish head chopper kind of thing. It's kind of unpleasant, to be fair, to think about that your head is being chopped off by some kind of piece of metal. Your head getting chopped up anyway, you know. But yeah, well, here we are. What the hell has happened to this game? VSync on. There we go. Are you now fine? Yeah, you are. Holy shit, there was a lot of lag in the game itself. No, it is fine. But it is actually running 60 frames a second. What are we walking slow? I should have played this. Lewis Finch. Locker content. This is Finch, your son. 1957? Or is there a gaming keyboard? The screen. This vaguely looks like the screen that is next to me, although it's a little bit different. So, go out here. Oh, we can. Nice. So if you don't know, this is like a story-based kind of thing. It has music and background and stuff.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
I should talk less, of course, because that is how this game works.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
It's night,
I'm
which
not
is
sure if she
logical.
wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand
Packing
why we
foam.
left.
Do you actually? I guess it's a soap dispenser or something.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Basically everything, yeah. Even the pictures. Happiest Nazi birthday for Edie? Something in my eye. It's kind of
What
annoying.
happened that night had been coming for a long time.
You're not jumping off a ride.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
Maybe. Edith.
But it had to end one way or another. All all that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
You basically were at the end of the game, actually, it seems. So let's listen to the story. Ah, that's the 19th birthday. She's in bed. Yes, she wasn't really that mobile anymore at her old age. Look like letters. Kind of in a weird way. Oh, very cool. Those are actually letters. Edith. With a feather.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
That's actually useful.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
It probably has a lot of things that we don't know of.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories!
That's kind of harsh to
I
say.
think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
It's good of Finches. Of course, it's a bird. Why didn't I think about
Dear
that?
Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things
have
I
our hands.
can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Hello and welcome to my stream. I hope you will enjoy it.
Hello. credits are so incredibly good designed. The game itself, really, the story is just so... I don't know. Kind of nice how they just got pictures of all the people as kids. Around the same age, it seems. Or just a really young picture. Also possible, of course. It's also basically the whole story, as you can see now. Napurna Interactive. Bunch of playtesters. The end. It's so interesting, you know. I don't know what to do anymore. It's just not. It's kind of sad if we stopped just at the end, you know, last time. But I didn't know that there's this thing that happened, you know. We just say play it, we'll probably just go to the latest story. Just start from the beginning. So we're basically going to the house now, I understand it, and we have the flowers.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning.
I like this one the most, even though it's copyrighted. That's the thing, you know. So I guess that's it. I guess I will start up a third stream at this point, which is really the case. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, comment and subscribe, as well as follow me on Twitch and Twitter if you haven't already. Also join me on Discord, log on my website and all this kind of lovely stuff. So I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.